Well, as you've seen me talk about before, I've jumped into Alpha Strike. And I got lucky on this Game of Armored Combat box, and I won a bid on eBay for like 40 bucks. So that was a hell of a deal for a box that already has a ton of good value in it. So it just came today, and I figured we would talk about some things while I open it up, and we can see what's in here. If you saw my last video, you'd see where I have started painting some mechs. Now I'm going Marion Hegemony, and the one unit, the Cohors Mortori, is black. And I did these guys this way because plain black is boring. They've come out maybe too blue. I don't know. I'm under a stark white light, so they look very blue. But today I had an epiphany and discovered the error of my ways. I got excited to do it and just started painting, and I've painted about, I don't know, 20 mechs already in that color scheme. And then today I was thinking about it, and I probably can't take half of those mechs. So I've been on Master Unit List, and I've been looking at different eras for the Marion Hegemony, and I was, my buddy Brian told me to try Dark Age. So I'm looking at the Dark Age era and trying to figure out what mechs I can actually bring in this army that I've already painted. And I know that technically salvage mechs or whatever, you can bring whatever you want, but I want to at least make sure that the era is correct. I've talked about it, but we're going to start a campaign soon, and I thought we were going to start with Clan Invasion era, but the guy running it says he has changed a little bit, and you can run whatever era you want. He's trying to be super newbie friendly. So I'll just have to see what era I can run to utilize all the mechs that I own and the ones that I've already painted. I just love these missile racks. Humongous fan. I don't know if you saw my first video talking about LRMs and SRMs. I just love the way they look. For one, on the model, I mean, that just looks cool. But in the video games, when you just sit back and you shoot a bunch of missiles at each other and they streak across the battlefield and the smoke trails, it's just super cool. So, you know, I'm a big fan. Some pretty cool mechs in here. I did look over this list just today because I knew that this was coming in today. And most of these I can use. I know this is an old box, so I'm not really showing anybody something that they've never seen before. But we're just taking a look, because why not? Classic right here. Super cool. They paint quick. See what we got in here. This one doesn't have any terrain. So this box is based on Classic, and Classic uses mostly flat terrain. So you can see they have the levels, elevation levels, the depths, and they play on the hex grid map, which honestly, I know I keep saying it, I like Classic. I like the narrative, in-depth nature of it. But, you know, everybody plays Alpha Strike, so here we are. I am kind of glad to have this, though, because out of all the wargaming stuff I do have, I don't have any hex maps. So now, at least I have the option to have somebody over, and we can play some Classic sometime. And explore that a little bit. And these, I'm pretty sure, are double-sided. Yeah, cool stuff. Some quick references, just like in the Alpha Strike box. Of course, more meant for classic. The record sheets. This is the kind of stuff, man, I just love it. People think it's super complicated, and I don't think it's complicated. It just takes time. But that's fine. I guess if you're trying to play a fast game, then that's a problem. But I like how you can, like, you know, target spots and shoot people's arms off and snipe out their cores and stuff. It's just cool. Primers. Similar to what we have in the Alpha Strike box. And then the little rule book. Again, this is for classic, but it's similar to the Alpha Strike quick start rule book that's in the Alpha Strike box. So whether or not you're a Alpha Strike player or not, if you're thinking about dipping into classic, this is definitely the way to go. There's some useful mechs, everything you need. Wholeheartedly recommend it, and I think the MSRP is 60 bucks, and it seems like a banging deal to me. I think BattleTech is just a phenomenal price point for war games these days. Let's see, Battlemaster, awesome. So is that the, because usually they put variants on the back, but I guess the Battlemaster and the Awesome are sharing a card. 2 different Thunderbolts, Catapult, Wolverine. Yeah, a lot of these guys I can take in the Marion Hegemony, so that's cool. Commando, Locust, some special pilot abilities. So as I understand it from my campaign, we are not going to be using pilot abilities, at least not to start. But the intent is for it to go on for a while and to push the points level real far up. We're looking at going to 1,500, 2,000, maybe more points, which is pretty high for a standard Alpha Strike game. So we'll see how that goes. I will say, so these are just sitting right here. This is the Somerset Strikers box that I just did a unboxing of the other day. That's a brand new box. And then this is the Game of Armored Combat. I know they're supposed to be like dry erase, like laminated. These are way more glossy. They feel different. They shine different. When I first opened these, I thought maybe they're not dry erase. I think they are, but they're definitely these new ones are definitely of a different quality. They're way more glossy, way more slick. Anyway, that's neither here nor there, I suppose. But that's it. I mean, they look cool just under this light. Let me try a different shade of light. I don't know. I think in person they're not near as blue as they appear to be on camera, but they are pretty blue. I'm torn on it. We'll see what I do. Anyways, have a good one.